Alright, so just trying a couple things today. Hopefully the audio is working properly, but I also want to sort out the fuzziness. To do that, I have turned the headset volume up, so the game volume might be quite loud compared to my voice. I might actually be able to mess around with the settings in-game, because the boss fights are massively loud. So, let's see. Might try that and see how it goes. Yep, we're up to the demons. Haven't really started to take them seriously. The one thing we've sort of figured out though is that they do want you to fight them one at a time. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, right. Okay. Does that felt nice? That felt like just looking back at the other one regularly felt good. Um, and I don't have any of my defensive rings set up just yet. Seems as though I probably won't need them. There are definitely one-shots, and if they start becoming a problem, we can put them on, because we do have Steel Protection +3 now, which we found in this level. Okay. So the arena is something that's going to have to be considered. It's quite a long charge. Yeah, okay. So I took my eye off the other one for quite a bit of time there. I'm thinking, a strategy we used with Nameless King was whenever he decided to give me distance, might turn it down a bit more. Whenever he decided to give me distance, I kind of just let him, and I let him re-engage. And because this is a gank fight, if one of them decide, like if I'm fighting one of them and he decides that he wants to give me distance, I might just disengage with him and go after the other and just see how that works. So it looks like if you hit the face, you do a bit more damage. I think something here is a bit too quiet. Can't really see what the other one's doing. I think that's a one-shot. It does look like my hitboxes against them are actually quite generous. So what we'll do is we'll just fully disengage here and we'll see who wants to be aggro. Okay. So we walked straight into some area terrain. That's fine. I rate this arena. It reminds me a lot of the Manus arena in that fight. It's probably less of a big deal in the Manus fight, but you can get stuck on the train in that fight. I just think it's a bit more dispersed in this one, but the boss does take care of it for you, which is kind of cool. I don't really want to run towards him. Okay, just much too early there. I am familiar with that attack. It's not annoying. It's a bit of a delayed attack, but I think that yeah, most of the time I think that I'm just going to be behind him. So what happened there was I went for two R1s. I think probably a better strategy would be to go for 1R1 and just prepare myself to get underneath and behind him. The critical damage seems to be massive on these guys. They must be weak to it or something. Okay, so that was the same attack. That's good though, being able to practice it a little bit. And it is telegraphed. It's definitely a common theme in this game where a lot of bosses seem to reward you for pre-rolling because you have quite a decent amount of iframes and roll distance. That if you sort of roll early, usually you get away with it. Okay, so that's a situation where we just back away. Can't see where the other one is either. Okay. I think the other one is coming after me now. So we'll kind of see what they want to do. Ooh, toxic. So I assume the toxic effect was from that mist. That's interesting. It's not, at this point, that's not super worrying. Because I think I've only been toxic once. Maybe once before in the previous stream, I just wasn't really paying attention. But toxic is a big deal if it becomes a common theme. And it seems as though both of them can do it. Okay, so I feel as though that was a nice mature decision there. To not attack him. And just try and favor... See, there's the poison or toxic. Just getting out of there a bit. That was nice, we dealt with that delayed attack well. Ooh, he got me with a one-shot though. Rough. But that was nice, I think we dealt with that one, that delayed attack twice there in that fight. Just getting a little bit tunnel visioned onto the guy we were fighting. It probably is going to be a delicate rhythm of, you know, get behind him, hit him a couple of times, look out for the other one, allow the one that I'm fighting to reset, and just repeat. Nice. So we got that delayed attack. Yeah, okay. So the charge attacks there are quite dangerous. Especially when they're bunched up. I don't think I'm going to be able to just move into them like I tried to do there. It's just too many attacks. The attacks per second, in other words, is far too high. I think I sacrificed a little bit too much position just to look at the other guy. Isn't entirely sure what was happening there. Looks like he just went for his charge. Attack's very similar actually to Freed. So that's the same attack that the other guy does. And then it'll do an explosion. They're very close together now. Don't like it. Trying to get a gauge on where the other guy was. I think that's a unique attack. I think he's going to charge, or maybe not. Not sure what he was doing there. Oop. Okay. Not a bad attempt. You know, I think I died to something that I kind of know to avoid. I'll have to be careful of, you know, when they're, if the three of us form a straight line, it will be very difficult to see what the other one's doing. And it seems as they favor that poison attack, that toxic attack. I don't want to get toxic, and I think the main blast almost one-shots me. Yes, there we go. Just getting caught on his legs a little bit. Okay, so they're both sort of coming after me now. Let's back off a little bit and let one de-aggro. Okay, so it looks like we will be able to fight here. Maybe. That's a similar situation before. He went directly behind him. Just playing around there with just wailing on it. Okay, so catching the poison mist there was nice. Don't know what the other one's doing, don't like it. So he does follow up his big slam if you're still in front of him. And they do share a moveset, which is nice. I think they might have a couple of distinct sort of attacks, I think. I'll just back up here. The other one wants to play now, so we'll let the fight reset. You know, obviously I'm not interested in doing this. not interested in going into that. That's Nuts. So that was a bit risky there, because they will follow up their big attacks. So I'll just back up. I don't like this toxic mist in my face. Yeah, so like that. So that's unfortunate, but you know, I think that was a really good attempt. And I think I had the right idea. I dodged the follow-up. I saw it coming, so I dodged it. I mistimed it, I got hit, but it is what it is. Might just check this audio. Not too bad, but yeah, not too bad. There is a chaotic nature to this fight that I think will make it hard. Okay, so this is where I've got to be careful. Okay. I think that was a case most probably of the first one not properly de-aggroing. Well, I don't think that's the case. It is a case of that. So that is interesting. I think what I'm going to have to do then, you know, that's happened to us before, where very early on he'll do a charge and try and disengage from us a little bit. And in that previous attempt, I kind of went right behind him and wailed on him. But the second guy did close the gap and punish me for it. I think I do actually have to do that. I just have to be a little less trigger happy. This will be good practice for that, because he has kind of disengaged. The second one is starting to signal to me, yeah, okay, that he wants to engage. Try and get a bit more distance between the two. Ooh. So that first guy is starting to re-engage. Okay. Ooh, okay, I thought I was hit there. But yeah, lucky I did the R1 strike, and it missed the critical hit. Okay, so this is where we have to be careful. Okay, got out of there scot-free. Luckily, I could just walk around him and avoid the poison. Damn. That was really close. Just back off a bit here. Getting a bit weird. Got a bit of toxic on me as well. Nice, so we got one. So that was the first time getting one. So this guy is getting ready to aggro up again. Ooh, that was lucky. I feel as though that could have been a one-shot. Alright, so I think this should finish the fight here. Cool. Interesting. I think there is a second phase, and I think that's indicating that. So who is it, this guy that revives, or the other guy? Thinking this guy. Demon Prince. Yes. Okay. Not the best place to fight something like this. It's quite big. Can't see shit. That's a move from the first phase. Okay, so I'm not going to fuck around with that. You know, we want to learn something. Okay. That's an alarmingly small amount of damage. But cool. I think we'll still focus on the first phase. That second phase looks interesting, given the amount of damage I just did there. There's a potential I only got a partial hit. And it does seem like critical hits do damage to these guys. So if DPS does become a problem in the second phase, I think I could just switch to the Hornet Ring. But I do need to focus more on the first phase. Okay, so the other one is getting ready to aggro up. So you go a couple more hits here, and then we'll just back up. Okay, so it looks like the scream and the charge up is the signal for aggro. And then there's this little bit of a transition phase where they're both aggro. Okay, so that third hit there was obviously a bit too greedy. So they're way too close to each other. I'm also... I'm not running out of arena. Big arena. Okay, so this guy is now outgrowing up. We're also in an area with a bit of terrain, which I don't love. Nice, so this should bring this one a bit closer towards me. Still don't love it. Especially the fact that I'm in the corner here. But the only way to move closer towards this guy was to get towards the corner. Okay, so he's aggroing again. So obviously didn't really get the goods done there. Going for one last blast there. Not hitting there was a bit unfortunate. Just getting away from that toxic. Okay, so we got that guy. Nice. Okay, yeah, I definitely deserve that. But that's right. That's a really good second phase. I mean, we're not really trying to push to second phase here. I'm not too concerned with that. What we want to do is we want to get to a point where we know the fight well enough we can get to second phase pretty much every time, and then we can dig our heels in and actually start really learning about the second phase. Okay, so we'll just go for 3 hits here, but the other guy is aggroing. Okay. So he recovered much faster than usual that time. Yeah, okay, I got punished there. So we will have to be careful going for 3 hits there. I think it might be a little... Unless we're really close to him for some reason when he finishes. I think that maybe we just go for 2 hits. I'd rather not get hit at all. And yeah, I mean, on the flip side, you know, maybe it's kind of okay so long as I can heal. And it seems as though you can heal in this fight. Like, I don't think healing is a problem in this fight. Playing a little bit sloppy there. The other guy is aggroing too. Okay, so here we go. That's actually pretty good. Iframes coming in hot there. Okay, it's a bit early there. but they didn't punish me. Wasn't feeling like going in for the kill there. And I've actually de-aggroed both of them here. Fortunately, during his delayed attack, you can actually just walk straight through his legs. Oh, fuck. That's... Okay, alright. Well, that's kind of okay. I don't really want to go through this fight being toxic. I don't have clumps on my taskbar, and yeah. I honestly don't want to use them either. I think that just not getting hit by that toxic stuff is going to be the trick. If it does start becoming something that I am getting hit by occasionally when we're learning phase 2, I'll probably throw the clumps on. But not while we're still learning. Like, the point is not to win here. The point is just to practice phase 1. That shot has one hit me before. Okay, so he's aggroing, so we're not going to fuck with that. A bit more distance. Okay, so he might de-aggro now. That was dumb. It's not a good attempt there. Bit sloppy. That's okay. I definitely don't think that this is going to be the same level of difficulty as Frida was, because the first phase seems a lot easier than getting through the first 2 phases of Frida. And I think the same can be said for Pontiff and Dancer as well. I think I can kind of see this fight being a little bit similar in difficulty level for me as Nameless King. Okay, so we'll just go for 2 hits here. So we'll go for 2 more. Oh, we'll go for the critical. And then we'll just back the fuck out of here. Let stamina build back up. Nice, so that first sort of clump of the fight, being a bit more aggressive with the double punishes. Okay. Yeah, being a bit more aggressive with the double punishes, I think, resulted in that early critical, which is quite nice. I don't think it's necessarily something too fussed about, but it's a nice chunk of damage. And I can kind of see it being the key to phase 2 as well, which is really nice. You know, whenever anything carries over from phase 1 to phase 2, like if I can critical phase 2, the fact that we weren't doing much damage is negated a little bit, and we can put the Hornet Ring on. Wasn't really meant to do that, but it doesn't really matter. Probably only go for... I'll go for 2. The Warcry might actually be quite clutch in this fight because uh, that was a bit preemptive. I think I should have waited a bit longer. Basically for this. Ooh, nasty stuff. But otherwise, I think that was decent. I think the war cry is nice because the amount of opportunities to attack is actually it seems quite generous. And potentially, if if criticals go off of damage as well as number of hits, I'm not really sure, then doing it is quite nice. It's not a good start getting toxic that much, and also we kind of lost this guy. So the other guy's already aggroing. So we're walk-crying massively fast there. Wow. Yeah, interesting. Potentially, sorry, criticaling quite fast. Oh shit. Okay, we've died in this little corner before. This little corner of doom. Okay, so that was pretty dumb, but at least we'll get out of it, get to practice it. But whoops. It does remind me quite a lot of Freed Phase 2, actually. Yeah. So letting myself get a little bit too close to both of them, not great, but But yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Frida Phase 2 because Frida likes to... she protects Ariandel with her zoning, and interestingly enough, these two attacks are really similar. This toxic attack and the frostbite attack that Frida does are obviously really similar, and they perform a similar role as well. But this seems like Frida Phase 2, but better and harder. Okay. Alright. So obviously, like, we all know what happened there. I was just greedy to get the critical. Wanted to see if I could do it and get some iframes, but yeah, just poor positioning there. And I knew he was coming. You know, we picked the scream, and it was a clear indicator that we need to start getting ready to back off. I don't think it was bad there, you know, seeing if I could go in for a critical. Sorry, see if I can get like bait out the critical, but I think it just came a bit too late, and I should have known. Like, I knew he was walking towards me, so. Okay, so I think if it's interesting actually, because there's a bit of scripting there. I don't know if it's going to be worth doing that going forward. Like, it's cool and it's fun, but I don't know if it's consistent. So this is gonna hurt us here a lot actually because yeah, okay. I'm happy to take that L. I think not getting toxic is going to be quite important. I think I can definitely see when we do go to really practice phase 2, having the clumps on will be important, uh, because our build setup relies on being at full health. We're not tanky if we're not at full health. Um, the prisoner's chain is good, but it increases the amount of damage we take. But that's offset by Lloyd Shield. And without Lloyd Shield procs, um, we're getting the full force of not having health. Okay, so we'll just actually play it properly here and not be stupid. It's kind of honestly, it's kind of the same thing with greed and the free to fight. Like I think greed is fine in a short fight, but in a multi-phase fight, um, there's a real problem with it. At the end of the day, we are eventually going to have to learn phase 2, and if we simply don't get there consistently enough, we're not going to learn it properly. That not hitting was a bit irritating. Yeah. And then just trying to make up for it with an R1 I knew I shouldn't have done. Yeah, a bit weird, but that's okay. I'm not locking on, so it's sort of what you get for that. I don't really want to lock on in this fight. It's usually never a good idea in a gank fight, and even if it helps, like, it doesn't seem to be much of an issue to hit them. I think I said at the start of the stream that that you get plenty of opportunity to give them a good whack. So obviously that was very lucky. So let's stamina regen back out of there. Feel as though we're going into a corner. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna push into that. We're just gonna take it easy. This guy's probably gonna aggro soon anyway. It's weird. Did he just stagger? I don't know. Bit odd. Oh, I think he's just de-aggroing. Yeah, okay. Alright. It's another reason not to really try and engage one. Even when one's de-aggroed, not fighting them when they're close together. You don't have very much time to get out of that poison explosion. The toxic explosion. because you're closer to it. It's just, I feel as though if that was a regular, like if I was a normal distance away from the de-aggroed guy, I would have gotten away with 2 hits there. Haha, what an idiot. That was so dumb. It was just a complete smooth brain moment there. Alright. Ooh. Okay. So, you know, don't war cry that late. I think moving into him is actually really quite nice. Okay. Very well. You may take that victory. Usually I can get a better sense of where I need to move to get out of the toxic there, but that just, it got me. But that's alright. So yeah, moving a bit closer to him I think is nice because if I can get under him here I can just move back like this. That was, you know, awfully greedy there, but, you know, we'll take it. Let's go for 1. Just back away a bit. We're a bit close, so... Oh yeah, okay, so they both de-aggro now. I don't know which one's gonna aggro up though. This one on the left? Okay, so it wasn't the other guy. Okay, so get out of here. Let our stamina regen. Very nice. Just run away. I do like how this fight works. You know, there's a strange timer that's not completely consistent for which one's aggro, which one's de-aggro. But it does sort of exist. Slight bit greedy there. Probably actually could have gone to finish the fight, but that's right. Just for the sake of it, I might go in. Okay. So it looks like that definitely is a play. Fuck is he? Huh. It's pretty cool. Doesn't do damage that, but he's trying to keep me away from him. Wow. Didn't expect it to hit me, but that's right. I just need to take the ring off there. We'll put Flynn's back on for the time being, I think. And what we'll do actually is... Oh, no, what we'll do is we will take Flynn's off, put Hornet on, because it seems as though the criticals are a big source of damage here. I love that animation of... I think it's... I'm pretty sure it's Gale pointing down. And we'll see how much damage we do alternating Lloyd's sword and Flynn's. So 297. Okay, so just try and go for a couple of hits here. Shit, maybe just 1, 2, okay. And we'll run away, as usual. So 297. Okay. This looks like it's time to fight. Interesting. Does this one have more DR? Oh, Warcry. Yeah. That visually looks like a pretty impressive amount of damage there. Fuck. Okay, I have a store one there. I need to heal. Huh. I didn't realize... That's good to know that they will actually do physical attacks when they're de-aggroed. This position is shit. Okay, here we go. That's a shame, but we will get to test. Let's see if Flynn's is better. So we're looking for 297 when we're walk ride. But I think that that critical stuff is going to be good, and I'm keen to push that into phase 2. I don't know if you can get criticals in phase 2, but I'm like every boss up until this point, you can. 254. So it looks like Lloyd's Sword it is. Shit. That was dumb. Whoops. I thought I would just be able to stand next to that. That's alright. Probably no point doing that. Just unnecessarily risky. It was not far enough underneath him. That'll teach me. Probably won't. Kind of like walking directly underneath that attack. That being said, I think it's still 2 hits as a punish for R1. That's all you get, even if you walk under it. Yeah, that's what I get for going for the 2 or 3 attacks anyway, even though I missed the first one. It is really reminiscent of how phase 2 of Frida was going. Like, I don't think that this is particularly hard, and I think I figured it out, right? But you know, a little bit of greed, a little bit of misplay, and you're finished. Which is good because I don't think it's a mechanical problem. Okay. So definitely didn't deserve that. That was just dumb. At least we got a punish for being a bit dumb. But yeah, this fight, I think I rate the first phase of this. I think that they've done gank incredibly well. It in this fight it adds, you know, that little bit more challenge. Like the fact that this is a gank fight isn't really increasing its difficulty too much. It just means that you have a bit more to figure out, and there's a slight bit more that you need to manage. But it's cool because it rewards you for knowing the fight well. So that was a super ideal first little chunk of the fight. Whoops. Okay. I think, you know, what happened there is a case of what happens in a lot of boss fights. I think, you know, sometimes you tend to tunnel vision a little bit too much on whether or not your position in the arena is good. That was a real struggle with Dancer because it's quite a small arena, and there'd be a point in that fight, several points in that fight, where you have to cross her to get to the other side of the arena. So you reset the directions that the two combatants are facing. Okay. So I should have seen that coming as well. That's right. Let's go for 2 here. So in this case, this is a particularly shit place to fight. And he's aggroing as well, so... Came up on me quite quickly. Okay, so the other guy should de-aggro now. So just heal here. Missing the critical is nasty, but and honestly, okay. So hold on, I just need to concentrate a little bit. Yeah, missing the critical there was nasty, but it happens, I guess. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Yeah. It's cool though, because you know we had quite a few super good runs in this fight, and it kind of dips off. But that happens. That happened with Dancer a lot. One fight it didn't happen with was Nameless King. I feel as though that was generally an upward slope of progression. There's definitely a bit of weirdness in phase 2 that kind of is annoying from time to time, but no big lulls. Like that. Okay, so just play a bit maturely here and go away. So we're quite toxic as well. Okay, so we will be able to fight this guy now. Really nice benefit of not rolling there and just using position for safety is that if we do it right, we're gonna just increase the number of times we can attack by quite a bit. So that's probably the fight lost there. It's not a huge deal, but now we're not going to be able to take any hits. We still need a heal, obviously, because a toxic can just straight up kill us. Yeah. Getting toxic is very unnerving. Kind of puts you on tilt, but because you sort of know it's a failed attempt. I'm not going to put clumps on just yet. I don't want to waste them. I want to get to the point where most of the time I'm just avoiding it. That's what I did with Freed. I did put the Frostbite ring on, the Froststone plate or whatever it's called, and it helps. 100% it helps, and I think it would help here, but well, actually, it wouldn't help. What would help is the clumps, but it's the same sort of deal. Just go for 2 and try and get out of here. Shouldn't have done that, actually. We're not fighting yet. The B button slipped. Weird. Okay, here we go. Nasty. It's a nasty combination of the fact that he was doing the slow attack and I dodged to get out of the way of the poison. I don't think I'm going to worry about that too much. The play would have been let the poison kind of build, just to see what the other guy was doing, and then once I know what the other guys are doing, then I can kind of react. But in general, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting out of the way of the poison. So I don't think I'm actually going to carry that forward. It's just too much to sort of consider. Get around here. So that was good. That's a kind of attempt that's going to carry us to phase 2, where we get the critical before the de-aggro switch. Feel as though that was a really fast hit. Maybe because we were in front of him. Not actually used to that attack. But let's just trade a little bit of damage for position here. That was really quite nice. They both de-aggroed at the same time, or they were both de-aggro at the same time, and I was close enough, and I could just absolutely maul the guy I was closest to. So I'll have to be careful here. Okay, so we're not going to go in there. Deal with my position first because it's trash. See if I can get back towards the other side of the arena. Alright, so it's a fight again. Always annoying when enemies kind of just do nothing. I think in some respects I'm a fairly patient person, but there are some things where I'm just not that patient. So I'm thinking for phase 2, probably switching out the damage rings for steel protection and flame stone plate, or one of those, and looking at hornet ring. Okay, so he just has massive damage resistance. This position is just frustrating. Okay, so I think this, oh, okay, alright. Alright, cool. So he was going to go for his big flame attack now, I think. So I'll just fuck off and see if I can get far enough away for this not to be able to hit me. Yep. Oh, shit. I think that I am playing a bit wrong actually in phase 2. I think next time I get there, probably try and be a little bit more aggressive. What he's trying to do is he's trying to keep me away from him, but you know, often and games can be sort of designed unfair, but often someone will add a repertoire to their mix, you know, whatever that may be, that's designed to mask a weakness. Okay, so it looks like this is lost, yeah. Alright. The moment you take any damage, if you're toxic, you just die. That's right. It happened early in the fight, so it's not a big deal. Yes, often when there's a seemingly a strength, usually the strength is there to cover up a weakness. And his strength seems to be, first of all, when you're far away from him, but he likes to put you far away from him. So anything I can do to stop him doing that and keeping close to him might be good. Because these guys are really weak to you being like right up in their nuts. They don't like it. Being hit by that is frustrating. I often do get hit by that though. Because I'm not used to dodging it. And hit by it twice. Keen to see if I can actually do this today. I don't think so. I think we've been to phase 2 3 times, and all 3 times have been pretty bad. So we haven't really learned anything about how we're going to fight it. So based on that, I don't think, especially considering how much damage we don't do, I don't think it's going to be a V today. Okay, so fight begins anew. Shit. That was a beautiful fight too. That's kind of fucking annoying. Oh, that's right. Well, we will try not to let it tilt us. When we do go to phase 2 in this kind of situation, I probably will have clumps. Okay, so they're both de-aggro. They definitely can do physical attacks here, though. So it looks like it does do some physical damage when you're right close to it. But that's right. I think the strategy we had there, which is when they're both de-aggro, just be really aggressive, is fine. Probably try and be a bit more careful, but yeah, if we can do that, that's actually quite decent. Fuck it. No, I'm not gonna go for it. I think there's a bit of DPS opportunity there, but nah. Okay, so the fight begins afresh. Okay, just get out of this shitty position. Alright, so it looks like they're both de-aggroed now. Not anymore. I will bugger off. Shit. Didn't get toxic though, which is nice. Brain's not. Okay, so we'll just try and go for 2 here. Maybe actually just 1. Yeah, he's super close. Definitely can close the distance on you. Alright, so the fight will begin afresh here. Oh wow, big hit. Decent fight though. Not we only got hit by that toxic thing once. We didn't actually get hit by any of the physical attacks, which is nice until right at the end there. So it's good. And I suspect that what's going to happen is once we put on steel protection +3, which I think we probably will, we'll be able to fight through that a bit more effectively. The one shots, that is. Okay, so he's aggro. Did get hit by some bullshit there. Probably, I think it's actually that toxic sludge that they shoot you. They shoot you with. That does a bit of physical damage. Okay. Bit of a late dodge there, just so I could try and ensure I didn't get hit by the toxic. This guy's gonna de-aggro now. Fuck. We'll just heal up here. We'll back off. Gassed myself there, that was really dumb. We should actually be fighting. Incredibly lucky not to actually die to that first hit. But yeah, the toxic just making me play a little bit too conservatively. I think the point in the fight is to be aggressive. Okay, so we will be fighting this guy now. Feels as though this guy actually sort of turns on a dime a bit quicker than his friend. Lucky not to die there. Playing like a bit of an idiot. That was nice. Yeah, probably tonight, I think. I haven't gotten around to setting it up. Like, I probably want to do a stream where... Ooh, he's de-aggroed now. Nice. I'll probably want to do a stream where I just play around with the cam. Oh, go away. Oh, no. I've messed this up. Nah, you haven't set it up just yet. Ooh, the terrain almost killing me there. Oh. Oh, almost got me. Should be able to heal. Yeah, I'm not playing the best in this attempt because, well, first of all, getting toxic is never good. But I think I'm getting toxic because I'm getting a little bit too happy about them being close to each other. That's right. We'll still see if we can push to phase 2. We're just gonna have to do it almost hitless. Because with the toxic effect, I lose Lloyd Shield. Nice. See, I don't think we should be going in there. We're just too close. Because he's got 3 toxic attacks, 2 of which are quite dangerous AoE type attacks. The other one is this one, which is annoying, but not as much of a threat. Ooh. Okay. I also haven't fixed this room up appropriately enough to put a cam on yet. But I think tonight, like after the stream, I'll probably do another shorter stream where I set it up and play around with it. I'm keen to see how my internet goes with the cam as well. Ooh. Got a little bit too close to it there. That's right, that would have been a decent attempt, I think, had I not gotten toxicked. What I'll probably do, once we're pretty comfortable we can get through the first phase almost every time, I will go and buy myself a ton of clumps. I'll just eat all my souls. Alright. I think when the aggro is a bit early and they're super close to each other, probably do just need to back off because my I might die here. Just gotta do something. Might do an audio test actually. So it looks like that hasn't quite fixed the problem. There's a bit of static fuzziness whenever I speak, and my goal is to get rid of that. So just fiddling around with the settings. Don't really know what triggers that aggro, but that came super early, and that killed me. I think I just lost souls somehow. I don't know what that was about. Why did I have souls? Something's dying immediately. I don't know what that is though. Sometimes he just doesn't let you through the gates. Went in for a couple of greed hits there just so it wasn't completely pitiful. Yeah, super fast transition. Okay, so looks like we will be fighting this guy now. Oh. Okay. It's a bit nasty here. They're kind of just hugging each other. I really just want that guy to go away. Yeah, okay, alright. It could have been, you know, decent, but through there a little bit. Might try that. Check in a little bit on the audio quality. so we'll back off now. Nice. They're really close together again, which just annoys me. That's a hell of a way to ruin a run. That's okay though. I think the yeah, okay. I think I actually saw. I think I felt that. It was just too far away, but that's all right. So I don't really want to be toxic. Yeah, it's a really good opportunity because I think it's probably 7 or 8 attacks before they 6 to 8 attacks before they will stagger. But it's a really great opportunity for quite a lot of damage when both of them are de-aggroed. But I've really just got to pick the one, like if I'm going to do it, I need to pick the proper one to attack. And, you know, picking the guy, like when you have 2 ranged opponents, attacking the one furthest away is how you're supposed to do it. That was ridiculous. That was too far away in my opinion. This guy's an asshole. Okay. Like that really feels as though I had the distance not to get toxic there. Did I die because of the toxic thing? I don't know. Yeah, a bit tilting. I just don't want to have to pay a soul tax to fight this boss. So I really need to develop ways of not getting toxic. And I don't know, there it felt a little bit unfair. Like I think most probably I was right at the edge of like I felt as though he was a little too far to be able to toxic me. But obviously not. Consistently not hitting that second attack. Okay, did deserve that. And he wasn't letting me in. Okay, so we'll just play a bit more conservatively here. You know, I do actually want to... This attempt is a bit scuffed, but... like, I'm getting hit by stupid shit. But it's not lost. I just need to avoid this bullshit. That was a good pickup there. That was just, yeah, it's playing bad. Oh, goodness. I think what I'm sort of expecting, and it's a bit tilting, is that I'll get one of those good runs where I get a critical in the first part before the first aggro transition. But I think I just need to accept the fact that that's probably not going to happen. So, I think little stupid things like not hitting it, I can't let that annoy me. Because, you know, then I just heal at the wrong time and that happens, and... Probably stream for another hour, and I think the goal will be to calm down a little bit. I'll probably have a break soon, and calm down a little bit, and really just do a little bit better at this fight. This is a wrong thing for him to do there, but that's okay. You gotta accept that. Nice, I'll just get out of this stupid terrain. Just stop using language like that, I can't be calling things stupid. I just get tilted if I do. Do you want to go in there? Give him a good slap here, though. Oh, no. Almost got it. I'm fine with that. Almost got the dodge underneath him. It's a lot better if he decides to charge me while I'm in the riposte animation, because usually he just fixes the position for me. But that was good. I felt as though when I was punishing the double Diagro, I had my eyes on the other guy. Alright, need to be a bit more wary of my position. I think that was a good move, dodging there. It was a little far away. Alright, just get out of here. Ooh. Thought I could roll through it, but I guess you can't really. It might be a bit too thick. Just taking the, because they're both Diagroed. Just taking the opportunity there to heal up a little bit, because it's not a bad attempt. Much too close to each other. Ooh, it's nasty. Probably a little bit quick there. Definitely does feel like this double aggro is lasting longer than normal, but here we go. Damn. Shit. Just get out of there. Alright, so they're both Diagro now. Weird. Although I did know that they have melee attacks. Fuck's sake, what's going on? I don't that's right. Good dodge there. Go in for one, and then just try and get underneath him, around him. Not bad. Really closing the distance there. Okay. Nice. Ah, not a good start. This could be death immediately. Yeah. That's a shame. Put those rings on, I'm gonna take them off now. The flame stone plate not protecting us there from that business though. Oh no, that has a lot of directed reach, that attack. Okay, so let's get our distance. Nice. So now it's one-on-one again. Okay, so they're a bit too close here. Put the wrong rings on. Should have put the Hornet ring on, but I think that's okay. There's a bit of a better control of the double Diagro. The other guy's way closer than I thought. I kind of gassed myself as well. Definitely need to watch out there when things are getting a bit too intense. And I'm doing a lot of dodging and hitting. Okay, so we're not going to go in here. We're gonna try and get ourselves out of this little corner here. Good. Fuck. Let's get ourselves out of here. I don't like this. They're too close and we're right at the edge of the wall. Dodge right into it. It's gotta be really close to staggering. Yeah, okay. That's right. Feels as though we're getting kind of better than average attempts last few, so that's good. I think, yeah, the double R1 when you're standing right in front of him, I don't think is a good idea, because I think he can follow up stuff much quicker if you're in front of him. Or at least his follow-ups that he has available for when you are in front of him are just faster attacks. Either way. Just keep running here. Good. Stupid terrain. We'll back off now, because we've just gassed ourselves. Back off again. Can't see shit. Just a lot of toxic. Back off here. good that they're both aggro for a little bit. It'll help debuild the toxic. Okay, so the fight now starts again. Ooh, that was probably not the best time to do that. Ooh. Bit close. Let's go after this guy. Fuck, no, okay. Go this way. Oh, again. Okay, so we'll wait a bit before we use the clump here. Because I think I probably will. Oh, no. Oh, oh gross. Fortunately, we've used barely any of our soul items, and we'll probably be able to just buy up 100 blooming clumps. Yeah, okay, so we've still got a bit of time. Did gas ourselves there, which was quite close. Okay, so I think, there we go. Feels like this has happened exactly the same way as the last one, but amazingly with fewer hits in. Yeah, it's a bit chaotic here. Don't really know what's going on. Okay. Alright. Lucky. This tracking isn't perfect. You're also way too close. This is a bit silly. That's really unfortunate. Just doing no damage this attempt. Okay, good. See what we can do. Finally, a critical. This guy's an idiot. Not supposed to be doing that bullshit. Oh no. That's so close to getting the critical. But yeah, deeper runs, it's good, but definitely getting hit too much in my opinion. There's quite a few double R1s that we're getting punished for. But I think we can be happy that we've, you know, learnt quite a bit. I think we've learnt basically how to do the first phase in this stream. Like, I don't think us getting to phase 2, based on what we know, should be a matter of luck. you know, when you're in that position, probably as soon as you see the stuff, just get out of there. It's killed us a few times, I reckon. But it is a frustrating fight. Like, there's still, like, yeah, some problems I'm having with it, I think. But the idea is there, which I'm happy about. Alright, here we go. This guy's just getting a little bit too funky. Just get the fuck out of here. There's a nice amount of control there in that little situation. Just getting chip damage here and there. Toxic bullshit. Okay, so we'll just figure this out. Not in a great position. Nah. Yep. Okay, we're not going to have any good opportunities to put the clump on, I don't think. Ooh, we might here. Fuck. God damn, he's closing the distance, this guy. Yeah. Deserve that. I saw the pink mist and decided to go for more hits, so, you know, I get what I deserve. But I'll put the clumps on now, I think, and we'll just eat them all. Just so we can, yeah, it might, the one thing that kind of annoys me about that is it probably rewards bad play. You know, like it rewards a bit too much aggression here, but yeah, we'll see. It's not like we're wanting for souls, so... That third one was just way too aggressive considering both are aggro now. I mean, didn't matter, but... I mean, I suspect what'll probably happen... like, I don't think I can continue really playing this way and expect that it's going to work, because I'm just too squishy. I'm playing a little bit too much like I have more health than I actually do. Always annoying getting hit. Yes, that's an example there, like going in, doing two R1s, it just increases the amount of time I'm not getting away from them when they're both aggro, and it's just way too dangerous. So I'm gonna have to really start favoring position over damage here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be here forever. So get out of here now. It's a really bad position for it. Fortunately, I have quite a bit of stamina. Okay, I've got a bit of an opportunity to poke into the middle here. Alright. Losing my touch there. Pitiful attempt. Do actually quite like this fight, but it is it's definitely the most, and it's very involved. What I'll do is I'll jump a little bit more to the left. Probably a bit too far. So that transition is just super quick. I don't quite understand, like, you know, is it just super rare that you get a lengthy you know, first chunk of this fight where we're only one's aggro. Here we go. Keep an eye on the other one here. Yeah. Don't like fighting in a corner. Now this idiot's crawling towards me. I'll just get out of here, I think. A lot of the time we end up just getting toxic there. That was really cool, actually. If he hadn't done that, I think I probably would have this idiot, fuck off. Not sure what happened there. I think he should have, that guy should have de-aggroed, but he didn't. Also taken a nasty hit. There we go. That exact thing has happened. I really shouldn't. I think I need to set myself a rule. If I'm going to punish his charge attack and I'm in front of him, I can only do one R1. That's it. Because that exact same thing has happened before, and doing two R1s and trying to store a roll does not save you. It's just because he could do anything. Like if you don't store the roll, a fast attack's going to hit you. The better way to do it would be to delay and eat the attack. Eat the faster attack. So you can tank it, but that's just stupid. I think one thing I will actually start doing is counting hits for stagger, because if I know I can get greedy, I may as well just go for the extra one if he's gonna stagger, like if he's guaranteed to, because that's an excellent amount of damage. That's an interesting play there. Alright, here we go. Alright, so this is obviously very dangerous. I think this probably could be a little bit better designs. I mean, it gives players who are, you know, quite a bit more powerful an opportunity to do damage. Ah, this guy's an asshole. Pushed me into the thing. Yep. What a wasted run. I don't think I'll worry too much about that though. It's weird, but yeah. I would like to push to phase 2 one more time. Yeah, I'm not quite at the stage where I mean, I think I've, on average, improved. Especially after the dip in the middle of the stream. But, yeah. At least we're playing a little bit more careful. And we just died to some ridiculous stuff, so... Would have been nice had he just given us a stagger there. Probably a couple more hits, he would have done it, but he had to just run away like that. Alright, good. Good dodge there. I think it's stuck here. Just regroup. Getting that initial 3 hits really decent. Freaky attack. There's one here. Feels that was a bit greedy. Keen to see. I think that was worth it. Just waiting to attack there because I gassed myself. Okay, so there should be a phase 2. Really decent phase 1 as well. Oh. Okay, we'll keep a bit of distance here because he blows up. Intense. Don't think that's going to be too bad though, because I don't think any attack where an enemy jumps into the air is too bad, because usually, you know, it's a really consistent animation and the dodge timing is going to be obvious, and it's only one attack. Like, it's not really a combo as such. Yeah, I think he's going to less aggro transition. Getting done by the terrain just before. It's really frustrating. That's part of the game there. I don't know if the Hornet Ring actually does as much damage. Two in a row, thanks. Don't want to fight there. It's pretty decently lucky. Man, this guy's closing the distance today. Ah, you bastard. Healing was stupid as well. That's right. Let's just focus up. Good thinking there. I knew there was train in front of me. Lucky I had stamina there. Probably didn't. Oh, the iframes are good. I think going for that was okay. Alright, not bad. Pretty nasty, silly heal with, you know, not going. I should have gone to the clump first rather than healing. It was a waste. Again. So I don't think locking on is the best thing to do because I'm trying to use a lot of sprinting. But I don't know. It's interesting. Thinking I probably will go Ring of Steel Protection +3. I don't think the Flame Stone Plate's helping, but the Steel Protection might help with some of that. God damn it. Cool. Let's fight. Might not be a bad idea to just look out for that. It's a bit annoying, but plenty of time to heal. And this idiot has transitioned himself into his piss weak phase. Okay. So it looks like they do come out of it. Looks like they're not going to go to the weak phase. Kind of expected. I did expect a stagger there, but that's alright. Wasn't really counting, so... Right, let's go steel protection. Flynn's is worse, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I did know that happens actually. Ooh, what's going on here? Some fresh bullshit. Fucking ridiculous shit to make the fight longer. That's ridiculous as well. Spirit bomb. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to be under him for that. It's interesting he hasn't done his laser move again. Bit odd. Yeah, okay. That's all good. That's all good. I'll write that one off. Okay, so that was really good. Okay, this part of the arena looks okay, but we are in a corner. Yeah, let's get some distance. Alright. Waste of a clump. So I don't think that was exactly the correct thing to do, because I don't think I was that close. I think I have to be closer to the de-aggroed one for that to actually be worth it. Looks like it's going to be 1v1 again, that's nice. Okay, so not knowing where the other one is, you know, asking for it basically there. Bit nuts. Just making a few mistakes. Don't know if I put back on Flynn's ring, actually. Doing that hit me. Yeah, definitely deserved all that bullshit. Playing bad. ass blasted by that thing. That's interesting. So he does the it staggers him out of his transition animation, or out of his transition. That's kind of cool. That was really lucky. Well, not lucky, but I caught it right at the last second. Yeah, I didn't put Flynn's ring back on. Whoops. Okay, so at the end of this he does do like an AoE thing. Ooh, that's a impressive upgrade of damage. That was a good chunk of health. I'm not going to complain with that. I didn't seem to be able to critical him. Don't know what was going on there. Okay, so audio is going to be bad for a little bit. I don't know if that worked. Unfortunately, I can't go to the Xbox menu while I'm playing without me losing control of the gameplay. Oh, stupid buttons. Oh yeah, okay, back in the party. Good. I'm derping out a bit there. Managed to catch him. It's nice. Double critical here. Really decent, and will actually get the kill. Nice. I think it's the first no damage run. Probably have had a couple with 11 or 12, so we'll go to stone plate again. Okay, so we'll do his AoE bullshit here. Just keep aggressive. It's unfortunate. But I'll take a no damage phase 1. I will probably wrap up soon. Might have, if this attempt isn't trash, we might just have one more attempt, one more push. Okay, I think it's 7. Gotta be careful in the early stages of the fight looking at them because of the terrain. Okay, here we go. Back out of here. to kill. One more and it should stagger. And I don't think it will be in. I could be wrong. I don't think it might not be in. Okay, it is. Playing like a bit of a derp here. I think I've still got steel protection on again. There we go, yeah. Alright. So this probably will be the last attempt of the evening. Okay, so he'll do some AoE bullshit here. Don't really get what's happening there. Okay. So not getting a full understanding of what he's doing, really. It looked like I staggered him, but I can't critical him. Which is a bit strange. But yeah, I'm keen to get into the next stream, and continue with it. I think it's still going to be a case of becoming a bit more confident in phase 1. But we know we did a bit of a chunk of damage in phase 2. Being aggressive seems to be good. And he has a couple of attacks which are quite obviously very dangerous, and we'll have to theorize about how we're going to avoid them. We saw that the big fireball attack, we played quite aggressively in a previous attempt and it paid off. It might be a mixture of playing aggressive for a little bit, but once it builds up enough, getting out of there. Yeah, because I'm not quite sure how that attack works. I haven't seen the laser yet, again, but yeah, I guess we'll find out what that's all about. Alright, well, if you tuned in live, thanks for watching, and if you're watching the VOD, catch you on the next one. Hopefully the next one we'll be pretty confident with phase 1, and we'll have a really good set of strategies in place for phase 2. Alright.